Hello and welcome to this video. We're taking a look here today at Multicharts, the .NET Starter Edition version, which is absolutely free for you to use. What we're going to talk about today is the Trading Dome, the depth of market screen. So let's go ahead and pull that up. To pull one of those up, you can go to the File menu here in the upper left hand corner, select New. This is where we can open up a lot of different windows within Multicharts, from chart windows to scanner windows and so on. One of those is the depth of market window, or dome window as it will say here. So we'll go ahead and click that and we'll bring up our dome. Now, one thing to remember here with our depth of market screen is that it's actually not attached within our Multicharts instance here, so we don't have to use it right within here. We can actually drag it around. We could even minimize the rest of Multicharts if we wanted to and have it just by itself here. So that is something you can kind of keep in mind. Now let's just take a look at the basic layout of the depth of market screen here. We have a few things. First, we have our connection with a drop down. So this is choosing which provider you want to use. You can see I'm using the Rhythmic connection, but you can always pull in quotes from others as well. We have the account here will show up if you have multiple accounts. In Rhythmic, it's possible to have multiple accounts tied with the same. You could go ahead and choose the correct account from this drop down menu that you would want to trade from. And then you also have your instrument here with a way to link other windows that are open within Multicharts to this Trading Dome as well, or vice versa. Now we also have just our column here. So we have our price in the middle here. We have the bid and the ask on the left and right hand sides. We also have the column. So these are color coded as well. So the buy side column here on the left hand side, the sell column on the right hand side. So you can place orders that way. Now you also have a few different buttons. So there's the lower section of the Trading Dome here. We have buy and sell market buttons. We also have an area that shows us what our position is. You can see currently we have a flat position, so no P&L, but it would show us here if we were long or short, or what our profit and loss is at any moment here if we use that. See, we can also kind of resize how many columns we show just by kind of using that little divider. One other quick thing I want to show you as far as the display here as well is that you have a quick button here that is switch to compact mode. So if we select that, we can actually just show here our Trading Dome. That makes it a little bit easier to see a lot more price levels all at once, and we can still see our profit and loss and our position here, whether we're flat. We also have some buttons that would show up here at the bottom as well if we were in a position: close, reverse, cancel all. So that's another thing that you can do if you don't want to have all of these menus kind of shown. You can always switch to compact mode or switch to full mode here. You can kind of go back and forth and toggle between those. That's a quick option there. Now, in placing orders here, you have the quantity field here. So this is going to be how many contracts or how many shares or lots you would use here. So you can see I can just use that button. I can also just go ahead and type that in if I wanted to whatever number I wanted to use. You can also switch between the time in force here. So we have day, good till canceled, good for the day here. You also have some other options. So this is kind of another way to do it. So you see GTD here, good till date. So I could go ahead and choose, for example, until this Saturday if I wanted to. Or I can just do it good for the day here, good till canceled, and so on. So there's a few different options there. Now we also have a few different ways to place orders and also have an exit strategy for those orders. So you see, if I use this kind of arrow here, we can switch between a few different options. So we have things like stop orders, limit orders, and stop limit orders of course as well. But we also have some more intelligent options here. So not limited just to those basic orders. We have things like breakout. So we can use a breakout strategy. So I could, for example, predetermine a fixed amount here for something like how many ticks I wanted it away. So you can see the breakout here, we have it currently set to 10 ticks on either side, but you can adjust that. You can even see you can adjust those independently, so that if the market were to go in one way, it would initiate an order in that direction, so that you kind of catch a breakout. So if the market is in a squeeze period there, you could use that option. And that's just one of those options, one of those more intelligent options. We also have fade options here as well, and we also have kind of a mix-up between those. So breakout up or fade strategy, we have the opposite here, so breakout down or fade strategy. So those are some ways you can kind of use those, and we'll go through those in a little bit more in depth in another video as well to kind of how to actually submit orders and use those. Now you also have the option to attach an exit strategy to any of those orders or to an order that's open here. So this means that you can set things like profit targets, stop losses, you can set break-even strategy here. You can see there's actually quite a bit of these, so you can kind of use those to build up a way to get out of the market, whether it's using a stop loss or a profit target, something like a trailing stop, or again a break-even strategy, something that you can use to safely get out of the market and have your plan. So you have a lot of different ways to not only enter in orders but also to get out of the market there, as well as view the market here, whether it's the buy, the sell columns here, the last traded price, as well as have some quick options here as well for viewing, whether you want to just view prices here or actually view the full trading dome. So that's pretty flexible. We're going to go a little bit more in depth here as well in future videos on the dome, as far as actually placing orders, actually using these exit strategies, and how to configure those a little bit more. If you have any questions about the dome in the meantime, please feel free to let us know by giving us a call or visiting our website at www.optimusfutures.com.